Hi, this is Jake with LifelinePetSupplies.com. Today I am covering the Digital Humidity Controller settings and internal settings for the Digital Humidity Controller, which controls a humidity pump for your incubator, whether you're using this setup for our incubators or you're using it for a different incubator is fine, whatever your purpose is for it. The settings are the same. Now this also covers the model that we use for the hinge door and the previous Clearview incubators. The humidity controller really hasn't changed much across these, so the settings are basic. On the new model, we actually have the instructions printed, which are actually found right on the top of the controller box. But if you've got an older style and the instructions weren't on that box for the hinge door models or clear views, I want to run you through what the settings are. So when you're reading your humidity, you're just reading moisture inside the unit. So this number here is telling us what the current humidity level right now is in the air, because I have the temperature sensor actually just sitting here right now. And if you see me squeeze that, you're going to see it picking up moisture from my hand. You're going to see that beginning to go up. So it's just reading relative, humidity in the air, and your current reading on the unit right now. On this one is around 60%. So to get into the internal settings of the humidity controller, you're going to hold that set button for 3 seconds. You're going to see HC come up, and the HC is to humidify or dehumidify. H is humidify, which is what it should be set for, and C is dehumidify. So up or down arrow would set those. We're going to set this for H. It'll go back to the HC. Then we're going to hit our up button, which gets us to the D. That D setting here is your percentage over or under you're asking the pump to kick on. So we want it to kick on, as close as possible, and try to hold this within 1% of our setting and try to minimize that fluctuation. So we set that for 0, 1. And then the set limit on it, go back into the internal settings here. The LS is a limit set. We really don't need that set, so it can be at 0, 1. Up arrow to get to your HS, that can be at 99. Set takes us back again. Up arrow to CA, that's a calibration in case the sensor gets off to the internal reading of the unit, that we assume it's calibrated perfectly, so we set it to 0% calibration. And then delay time basically is a delay that your pump would kick on. We don't want any delay here, so we're going to set that to 0, 0. Now, reset will take us back to the main screen. Now, if you just need to raise and lower the humidity on the unit, or the setting for what you want the humidity level to be in the incubator is the best way explained, you're going to push in and release set one time. It's currently set for 50%. So we want that set for 50 in an incubator. If you were wanting more humidity, say 60, you'd move the up or down button to get where you need to, in this case up, and then you'd click set again. Now you're going to see it is humidifying, or some of the models will say working here, letting you know that it is putting power to your pump, which should be plugged into the green sticker found on the back of the unit. We actually have those labeled. I'll turn this around here. So here's your green P. That is where your pump plugs in. This yellow sticker here, found on the back, is actually hot all the time. So the new model only has one sensor. The older models have 2, which was one for humidify and dehumidify. But the new model here, those do both. So plug your pump in here. This can be used for a night light, or it can be used to plug in your temperature controller box, this outlet with the yellow, so that you only have one plug going into your surge protector. Always make sure to use the surge protector with our products. It covers it for damage, including electrical damage or anything like that, and you want to make sure you keep your warranty intact. Now, our recommended settings for the humidity controller are 50%. A range of 40 to 60% is acceptable, in an incubator, but we shoot for that target of 50. that humidity number is going to change constantly. It changes from within the environment. Of course, the incubator heaters coming on and off, and even picking up some slight variations in the temperature. What you want to do to minimize that fluctuation is there is an output dial on the pump base itself, of the water base. If you've ordered the digital humidity system, you want to reduce that. So as that's kicking on, just really dial that in so you get the minimum amount of fluctuation here on the screen. Like again, we're going to move this down to 50%. So we push set, down to 50, set again, and you can see now it's set for 50%. And it is not going to push any humidity until this would get below 53. So basically it's telling the pump to turn off. If you've got it set for 50, when you get 1% above, it kicks the pump off. When you get 1% below or below 49, it tells the pump to kick on. And it does that all digitally. So this concludes today's video. Follow us, like us on Facebook and Instagram, and stay up to date for more videos. Thanks for your business. We appreciate you. Goodbye.